Have you ever felt like your life isn't moving forward? Like you're standing at a crossroads, but never taking a step? Days pass, weeks pass, yet everything somehow feels exactly the same. You look at yourself and wonder, why am I still here? You're busy every day, but being busy isn't always the same as making progress. You make plans. You create goals. But distractions quietly steal your attention, one moment at a time. Deep down, you know where you want to go. The problem is getting started. Many people live inside a prison called someday. Someday I'll begin. Someday I'll change. But time keeps moving, whether you act or not, and it never waits for anyone. So what's the silent reason your life isn't changing? The answer might be closer than you think. The silent reason your life isn't changing isn't a lack of talent. It isn't a lack of opportunity either. It's fear. Not the loud kind, but the quiet fear hiding in everyday decisions. Fear tells you to wait a little longer, to prepare a little more. And before you realize it, your comfort zone becomes your permanent address. You start imagining the life you want, but imagination alone changes nothing. The biggest chains are often invisible. They exist only inside your mind. Every day, you face a choice: growth or safety. Many people quit because results don't come immediately. They plant a seed and expect a forest tomorrow. When progress feels slow, they stop. Not because they failed, but because they became impatient. And that's when the truth appears. The life you want is locked behind one simple key: action. Action sounds simple, but it's the one thing most people avoid. Because action creates uncertainty, and uncertainty makes us uncomfortable. The first step is rarely dramatic. Most of the time, it's small and almost invisible. You'll make mistakes. You'll stumble. But progress doesn't require perfection. It only requires movement. Stop comparing yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Real transformation comes from consistency, not intensity. Great lives aren't built overnight. They're built one decision at a time. One day, you'll look back and realize something important. You were changing all along. And it all started the moment you stopped waiting and started moving. Once you start moving, something surprising happens. You begin to see opportunities that were always there. Growth starts with learning. Not knowing everything, but being willing to learn. The people who improve the most aren't always the most talented. They're simply the ones who keep practicing. Mistakes stop feeling like failures. They become lessons. Every small improvement becomes another step upward. Slowly, your confidence grows. You begin carrying experience instead of excuses, and experience becomes your advantage. As you grow, you inspire others, sometimes without even realizing it. The effort you make today may not show results immediately, but every seed matters. One day, the results begin to appear. Not all at once, but enough to keep you going. And that's when you realize this journey is much bigger than reaching a destination. For years, you may have believed that something outside of you needed to change first. More time, more motivation, more confidence, more opportunities. But the silent reason your life wasn't changing was never a lack of potential. It was waiting. Waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting for certainty. The truth is, your future changes the moment you decide to take action. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every great transformation begins with a single step, a single decision. So ask yourself, what is one action you can take right now that your future self will thank you for? Take that step, trust the process, and keep moving forward. And remember, your life changes the day you stop waiting and start becoming. Inspired by this video? Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.